Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sir, till when will we have time to complete the work power energy complete booklet?
Sir, till exercise 3, it is over. Only exercise 4 is left. And yesterday,
Yes, so
PT sir
exercise
discussed in exercise 2.
exercise 3 and 4.
जितना जल्दी हो सके उतना जल्दी कर.
हाँ सर, नेक्स्ट क्लास तक हो जाएगा.
Yes.
And
So today we'll start a new chapter.
नहीं, सब assignments को भी discuss.
वो सर ने कर दिया कल एक्चुअली.
कौन सा assignment हो गया?
Assignment 1 and 2.
हो गया.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So the new assignment which I sent is done by you people or not yet?
So
You
you sent
haven't-
2 assignments, so you finished both of them.
Yes, sir. We have finished two.
After today's class, you are going to send the other 2, which you told were very difficult.
And for the assignment you told you will send today.
Yesterday
very
we
difficult.
discussed assignment 1 and 2 and booklet exercise 2. Till
People confuse me a lot. One second, wait. एक second, रुको. अम्बा.
Sir, till now you have given us 2 assignments. Sir, and you have asked us to finish the booklet. So you said based on how much we have finished the booklet, today we'll decide on whether to send the next 2 assignments or not. And in yesterday's doubt lecture with PP sir, we discussed the doubts of those 2 assignments, and whoever had solved the booklet, they asked the doubts to sir.
yes, sir.
Till exercise 2.
Okay. This explains a lot to me. One second, yet let me confirm with you people. One second, share the screen. This assignment is done, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Good. Good. Now, one second, stay online. This assignment is also done.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So one second. Now I'm supposed to send people the 2 main assignments. Wait, work power. This assignment is not yet given to you, right?
No, sir, not given.
No, sir.
I'll have to send you this assignment at the next assignment. 1 second, please stay online. This is Janit batch, right?
Yes, sir.
We did a small miscalculation there. My mistake. We have 2 problems also to be discussed from exercise.
Sir, exercise 4 questions also we discussed. 4 questions.
Yes, 4 questions yesterday we discussed.
एक और है जो डिस्कस करना है, रुको. This is ACT Janet batch, right? Insertify documents. see in your group if you people have received 2 assignments.
Yes, sir.
This need to be done. It's important and tough. Right? These 2 assignments will be on a slightly tougher range. Assignment 1 will be slightly easy, 2 will be tough. 2 includes even few problems on circular motion. Right? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It will take time. ऐसा नहीं कि जल्दी हो जाए. Right? It will take time. And I'll give you time. I'm in no hurry to run or finish off without you people completing. You people completing is a necessity. Now, tell me one condition which is, this condition is used frequently in these 2 assignments. If there is a spring and mass connected, at which instant do you think the velocity is maximum? A mass connected to a spring is moving. At which instant do you think velocity will be maximum?
mg is equal to kx.
Kx equals to mg.
Whether I put it this way, suppose there is a spring and a mass system here, and you have friction as well here. You pulled it somewhere till here and you are releasing. Remember, the thumb rule is like this. Velocity is maximum when acceleration is 0.
Yes, sir.
Velocity is maximum when acceleration is 0. Suppose I have got friction. Where will acceleration be 0? Where kx naught is equal to mu mg.
Yes, sir.
So there at that particular point, acceleration is 0, velocity is maximum.
Maximum.
Do you get my point? This concept is used at more than one place in that assignment, where the students from the flagship batch were caught unaware. Though they knew this, they didn't know that they had to apply this. Now, if there is friction, net force on it will become 0 when friction is equal to kx. Right? If there are 3 forces acting on it, I am pulling it with a force of F. All forces taken together, wherever acceleration is 0, velocity will be max. Yaad rakhoge?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Second most important thing, whenever you are dealing with a spring, work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external is change in kinetic energy. Comfortably keep using the work energy theorem. In the case of a spring, अगर आपको plus half kx square minus half kx square का doubt कभी आ रहा है, is it plus half kx square or minus half kx square? Then safest way is to put it as minus delta U. Minus of u final minus u initial. This will always give you the answer. If not, right, this will be minus half kx final whole square minus half kx initial whole square. This will never fail you. If not, you will have to see kx dot dx. 2 things you have to look into. Is kx dx in the same direction or opposite direction? First point. Second point is dx positive or negative. If x is decreasing, dx will be
Negative.
so.
Negative.
If you are following this from x initial to x final, then first point you will see is kx and dx directions. Second you should see is dx is positive or negative. Apply these 2, you will get the correct answer. मुझे ये सब माथा पीछी नहीं चाहिए यार. Directly I should solve that. Work done by the spring force will be minus of delta F. Minus of u final minus u initial. This will always give you the correct answer, or verify both of them for positive and negative. Kx dx in the same direction, kx dx cos 0. Kx dx in the opposite direction, kx dx cos 180. Also verify if dx is positive or negative. X is increasing, dx is positive. X is what? What is x?
So the
Elong-
extension in the spring.
elongation of the spring,
Yes.
right? That is decreasing, dx is negative. ये दोनों verify करो, you'll get the right answer. Or do it this way, you'll get the right answer. These both concepts are exploited to the maximum extent in those two assignments. Please make a note of it first.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, if we do the exercise 4 at the last and first solve the assignments, is it okay?
Not an issue. Exercise 4 को much of it will exploit it in the classes.
Exercise 3 easier, exercise 4.
None, sir.
Done, sir.
Done.
One small thing in circular motion which technically we should cover in the start, but I somehow have this habit of covering it in the last. Firstly, this is the subtopic of circular motion. These official vectors, axial vectors, they're called axial vectors, sometimes also called pseudo vectors. Effect will be in one plane, official direction will be in another plane. Theta, omega, torque, angular momentum, all these vectors fall in this category. Officially, theta of the body is rotating in this direction, right? This is theta. Official direction of theta will be perpendicular to the plane. If the body is rotating in anti-clockwise, thumb is the direction of that particular vector. It may be theta, it may be omega, it may be angular momentum, it may be torque. Torque already you people know as an example, R cross F.
F, yes.
Torque is R cross F. This example has been taken while dealing with cross product. There is a particle moving. It's the force is like this. This is R. Here this is clockwise. So R cross F officially is in which direction? Perpendicular to the body inwards.
Yeah.
If it is anti-clockwise, if this is F and this is R cross F is outwards. So official direction of these vectors, for instance, this is delta theta. This is the delta S, right? This is delta S. This is delta theta. The angular displacement is in this particular direction. You can write delta S is equal to delta theta cross R. Delta theta cross R. Delta theta is along this direction, axial direction. Cross R. Am I getting delta S? Delta theta cross R. Am I getting delta S or not? If I am at this particular point, R, delta theta cross R, will I get delta S displacement perpendicular to the board outwards?
Yes, sir.
More orthodoxly, why are you telling me this now? Because we need to teach you that V is equal to omega cross R. This is important and quite frequently we keep catching the student on this. V is equal to omega cross R. Cross verify. V is equal to omega cross R. The particle is going in a circular track. The particle is going in a circular track. This we will not need now. This will be direction of omega. This is R. If this point is coming out of the board, omega cross R velocity, aaya ki nahi?
Yes.
I will show this velocity as a dot cross. Technically, we use in second year in magnetism these symbols. Cross means perpendicularly into the board. Dot means perpendicularly out of the board. This we use in second year. But for your understanding, here the particle is going inwards. Here the particle is coming outwards. Omega cross R. You are supposed to remember this standard, and omega will be in this direction. A body is rotating in this direction. Omega will be upwards. Body rotating in clockwise direction. Whichever direction body is rotating, fold your four fingers in that direction. Body is rotating in anti-clockwise. Omega is outwards. Alpha also will be the same. Body is rotating clockwise, or the point object is rotating clockwise. Thumb will be perpendicularly inwards. Now, first point that I want you people to remember, V is omega cross R. Repeat all of you 3 times.
V is omega
V
cross
is
R.
omega cross R.
cross R.
Is omega
cross R.
Is omega cross R.
V is omega cross R.
Fine. And remember this. V is omega cross R. Omega cross R. Just draw the diagram. If I differentiate V officially, how do you give me justification? ये ढंग से differentiate करूंगा तो मुझे acceleration आना है. Circular motion में 2 type के acceleration, centripetal and tangential. Get both? I will show you that we will get. First take it down till here.
So what is the heading?
Circular motion. This is actually continuation of circular motion. We should do it in the start itself, but I don't want the student to confuse between 2 ways of representation. We dealt using polar coordinates. R theta, original derivation, ER and E theta. Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
two types of derivations given at the same instant, students get confused. So I do it in the last.
Sir, over there, delta S is equal to what is that? Delta, what is the first one?
Delta theta.
Okay, sir.
Delta S is delta theta cross R.
So can you tell what that dot and cross mean?
Pardon?
So that dot and cross, what does it mean?
Dot is perpendicularly out of the board, cross is perpendicularly into the board.
Okay, sir.
Now we start with this V is equal to omega cross R. Suppose I differentiate this dV by d. This will be d omega by dt cross R plus omega cross dr by dt. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
D omega by dt is alpha, angular acceleration, cross R plus omega cross V. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me take one situation to explain this to you. Theta is in this direction, omega is in this direction, alpha is also in the same direction. Velocity here, linear velocity is, this is R. Linear velocity is outwards. V is equal to omega cross R, out of the board. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second, before this situation, it will be like this. Omega, if this is R, this will be V. Are you able to visualize this?
Yes.
1 second before
Yes, sir.
reaching this point, or a few moments before reaching this point, it will be here. This is R. This is V. From there it reaches here, V will be perpendicularly out of the board. Are you able to visualize this? Omega
Yes,
cross R. Now, alpha is in which direction? I take for your convenience. Technically, I should take ET along tangential direction, ER along radial direction. I'll make it very easy for you people. I'm taking at this instant. At this instant, this is X, this is Y, this is Z. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, 1 instant before, 1 instant thereafter, the radial vector will not be along x-axis. Right? As the radial vector is
Yes,
rotating, at this instant it is along negative x-axis. Fine? So now, alpha is in which direction? Alpha is j cap. Cross R is minus I cap. Minus I cap. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Omega is in which direction? Omega is in j cap.
J cap.
Cross V is k cap.
K.
So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is R alpha in which direction? J cross I cap, J cap, K cap. J cross I is minus K. J cross minus I is K cap. Am I happy with that?
Yes.
Let's omega cross V. V is equal to R omega.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
R omega square J cross K. J cross K. I cap.
Minus I cap.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
J cross K is I cap.
I cap. Yes, sir.
Now have a look. You called this as centripetal acceleration, this as a tangential acceleration. Right?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, J cross I take it. Right. R alpha. Right. Perfect. Now have a look at it. R omega square is equal to I cap. Are you able to see that centripetal acceleration is towards the right? AC. You're getting I cap. Centripetal acceleration is towards the right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So basically you are getting tangential acceleration and centripetal acceleration from this, which justifies our equation. This is another way of looking at it. But we dealt with the original derivations along polar coordinates. Right? Simultaneously, why did you tell us this here? Students get confused. Hence, we keep it as a separate derivation. No big deal, even if I don't know this. But V is equal to omega cross R, you should be knowing.
Sir, if in the second step we write r vector into d omega vector upon dt, then it will become opposite direction.
Second step, you'll write R vector
into d omega vector upon dt.
Why will you do that? You will follow the same sequence. Or will you change that? Cross product means that is not this permitted, right? Commutative law is not permitted in cross product. You'll have to go in the same sequence. D omega by dt cross r plus omega cross dr by dt.
Okay, sir.
So can you repeat why dr by dt is v?
You're asking me why v is dr by dt. क्या बोल दिया मैंने आपको? This you learned when you were born, before you were born.
So we take r as s.
Naturally. क्या है मैं सर्कुलर मोशन का फर्स्ट पेज ऑफ योर नोट्स देख लो. dr by dt करके ही वेलोसिटी डिराइव किया.
So we have to remember this as a result.
Centripetal and tangential acceleration याद नहीं है आपको?
Sorry.
Centripetal is r omega square, tangential acceleration is r alpha.
Yes, sir. याद है.
तो फिर अभी पूछ लो याद रखना है कि नहीं?
सर ये डेरिवेशन पूछ रहा हूँ सर.
नहीं. डेरिवेशन में भी कुछ खास है क्या? If you know v equal to omega cross r, different change. d omega by dt cross r plus omega cross dr. Tangential acceleration is along z axis. It's outwards. In a circular part, tangential acceleration will be tangential to that. Here you are able to see I am getting k cap. So perpendicularly out of the board.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So can you explain why alpha is in y direction?
Theta, omega, alpha, all axial directions. Right hand thumb rule. Right? Rotate your hand in the direction of the body's rotation. Right? If the body is rotating in anti-clockwise, it will be upwards. Clockwise, it will be downwards. Anti-clockwise, perpendicularly out of the board. Clockwise, perpendicularly into the.
Yes, sir.
So can you repeat what are these vectors called?
Axial vectors or sometimes pseudo vectors.
Yes, sir.
No, there is one more small thing which we call as relative angular velocity. Relative angular velocity. Suppose if there is a particle moving with a velocity v this way, this is r. Right? Now, angular velocity about O will be, resolve this as v parallel and this as v perpendicular. V perpendicular by r will be the angular velocity. What will be the angular velocity? V perpendicular by r. For instance, if I consider a circle, circular motion this way, this is O. This is O. This is P. This angle I will call it as alpha. Angular velocity of P about O is d alpha by dt. Nobody has an issue with this? If I call this point A and I ask you angular velocity of P about A, then what will I do? I will connect these two. This will be beta. Angular velocity is P about A is d beta by dt. Do you get this point? Angular velocity of the point P about O is d alpha by dt, but about A will be d beta by dt. Am I supposed to find out this angle? Yes. Only then you will be able to differentiate that. So if there is a person standing at O, he will report a different angular velocity, and a person standing at A will report a different angular velocity. And the two will be d alpha by dt and d beta by dt. How will you correlate this? Take it down till here, I'll explain.
सर सर ये एक तो v परपेंडिकुलर, दूसरा सर क्या वो कौन सा वेक्टर है v परपेंडिकुलर के बाद में जो दूसरा वाला है?
क्या पूछ रहा है यार?
एक v परपेंडिकुलर है, दूसरा वाला कौन सा है ये लेफ्ट हैंड वाले डायग्राम में?
वाइडेस्ट पॉसिबल गेस, एक वेलोसिटी का ये
V parallel
है तो दूसरा क्या होगा यार? पूछने वाली बात है यार. V parallel, parallel to what? Parallel to R. थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनिए. Can I proceed?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now listen, I'll give you the velocity of this tangentially here. This is V. This is V. We call this point P. The radius
Yes,
is
sir.
R. The radius is R. Right? Omega of P about O will be B by R. Nobody has an issue with this. Yes or no? Because V and R are perpendicular.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, perpendicular to this line will be like this. Perpendicular to PA. Now I want omega of P about A. If this is beta, will this angle be beta? Cross verify. Because
Yes, sir.
this is beta, this angle will be beta. Why? Because this radius and this radius are equal. So this will be beta, right? This total angle is 90. Because the red line and this velocity should be perpendicular. So this will be 90 minus beta. This is also 90 minus beta. So this is beta. V cos beta is the velocity perpendicular to the red line. Near geometry, is this point clear? If this is beta, this is beta, this is beta, this is 90 minus beta, this will be beta. Say something, yes or no?
Yes sir.
So firstly, I found out the velocity perpendicular to the line P. So velocity will be V cos beta, perpendicular to the line P. V cos beta is perpendicular to P. If I know the length PA, my job is done. The length PA should be known. V cos beta divided by, how will you calculate the length PA? Drop a perpendicular here. This is R, this is beta. This will be R cos beta. This is R, this is beta. This will be R cos beta. This will be 2 times R cos beta, which will turn out to be V by 2R. We used a small r here, capital R. Why did I change this symbol? Use the same R all throughout. Use capital R all throughout, capital R all throughout. Use the same symbol. Right? So omega of P about O will be V by R. Omega of P about A will be V by 2R. What have you done? Velocity resolved perpendicular to the line P and found out the length P. As simple as it. Understand every inch of what I have done and take it down.
Done, sir.
So if ever they give you 2 circles going around this way, I will call this velocity of B, velocity of A. RA, RB. This is RA, this will be RB. You ask me angular velocity of B with respect to A or A with respect to B, I don't mind. It is B with respect to A. Angular velocity of B with respect to A. What will you, how do you calculate? It will be V relative. V relative velocity of B with respect to A upon RB minus R. This will be VB minus VA upon RB minus R. This will be the angular velocity of B with respect to A. Don't directly subtract. See, this is not equal to omega of B minus omega of A. This will be wrong. Right? It is linear velocity of B with respect to A divided by the distance between them. Velocity of B with respect to A. That means you are assuming A to be at rest and B is going around A. Velocity of B with respect to A. VB minus VB upon the distance between them. It will not be omega P minus omega A. That is the point I'm trying to drive and get this point clear.
Answer.
Sir, wait.
1 minute. Done, sir.
If there is a particle like this which has a velocity of V, what did I tell you? This is theta. This will be V parallel, V perpendicular. Or I'll make it reverse direction. This will be theta. This is the velocity. This is the velocity. Okay. Let me make my life simple at two different angles. This is velocity V. That means this is theta. This is V cos theta and this is V sin theta. You understood what I did? I took the velocity of this point P parallel to the x-axis. I intentionally did it because I didn't want two angles. This is theta, right? Now if this is R, how will I calculate omega V sin theta divided by R? This is what you told me till now. Say something. Alpha will
Yes,
be
sir.
d omega by dt. D omega by dt will be V by R cos theta d theta by dt. When you are differentiating with respect to time, it will become chain rule. Differentiation of sin theta with respect to theta into d theta by dt. So this will be V d theta by dt is omega by R cos theta will be alpha. This is the way you will calculate. First to find out omega about how V sin theta by R. ये V cos theta का क्या किया यार आपने? छोड़ दो. It doesn't affect your angular velocity. V cos theta, this velocity will keep theta constant. V cos theta component will keep theta constant. Theta is constant means omega is 0.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Take it down till here. Can we proceed? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Question number 31. A typical problem from Irido. And given in your booklet exercise 4. Generally, students have a problem with this. Mainly because of the language. Elastic, all this language used bar. Whenever this language is used, implies it is Russian translated English. So please attempt. I'll give you 2 minutes. 2 minute question पढ़ने में हो जाएगा. 5 मिनट दे रहा हूँ. I'll discuss after that. Question number 31. Now that string which they have given is elastic, that it can be straight. The string that they have given is elastic, implies that can be straight.
Sir, it's maybe don't have to use calculus or anything, no?
No calculus.
So what's the answer?
Technically, the string is a spring. It can be straight.
So
No
what's the
calculus required.
so what's the final answer?
वो tricky part मेरा पास है नहीं यार. नीचे जाना पड़ेगा. तो number 31 of exercise 4. एक मिनट रुको. Exercise 4 is circular motion. .09 joules is given here in the answer.
Sir, I'm getting 0.8 by 3. 0.8 by root 3, sorry.
Let us see. I don't answer that way. I never simplified it till the last step, but I'll wait for 2 more minutes before I start discussion. People are attempting, please do attempt. Can I stop the screen share?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. Are you able to see the board?
Yes, sir.
Here you have basically, though he calls it a string, it is a spring. You can stretch this. When you moved the plank till here,
32.
you are pulling this with a force of F. Now this angle you are telling me is 30 degree. This will be kx. This will be normal force plus kx cos 30. This will become kx sin 30. When will this start slipping? When kx sin 30 is equal to mu n, not mu mg. N is not equal to mg here.
Yes, sir.
So this will start moving at kx naught sin 30 is equal to mu. N is mg minus kx cos 30. Mu n. You get the value of kx naught rather as mu small mg divided by sin 30 plus k cos 30. Sin 30 cos 30 values you can substitute. That's not a big deal. I am also interested in this value of x naught. X naught is the elongation of the spring. X naught is the elongation of the spring. There is a art in simplification of this problem as well. Listen carefully. X naught is the elongation of the spring. That means present length minus the original length. X naught will be L naught by cos 30 minus L naught. Some students say this is L naught cos 30. L naught cos 30 means I have to drop a perpendicular. That will be the length. Whichever vector I am resolving, that should be the hypotenuse. If I am calculating the hypotenuse, cos 30 is L naught by the total length. Total length will be L naught by cos theta. Hypotenuse should be the longest side of the triangle.
Yes.
Minus L naught, I get x naught. I know x naught, I know kx naught. Why do you want them separately this way? Observe carefully. Work done by conservative plus work done by non-conservative plus work done by external forces. Change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy is 0. Why?
Moving slowly.
Moving slowly.
Moving slowly.
Work done by conservative. Work done by conservative. Initially, there is no elongation. Whenever you have a confusion with plus and minus, put it as minus delta u, minus of u final minus u initial, minus of half kx naught square minus 0. This part of the board, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Now, work done by non-conservative is in two forms. Work done by friction on small m, work done by friction on capital M.
Yes.
Right? Now, work done by external force. Work done by external force, work done by normal force. There are two external forces, normal force and this external. What is work done by normal force?
0.
0.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now look at one more smart move. What is it that you have to calculate? You have to calculate this. This is what is asked. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No. No, no, no. What did he
Not
ask?
friction, right?
Friction. Work done by friction.
Friction.
Now listen. Beauty in this is the plank is moving slowly. When I draw the free body diagram for the plank, I am pulling this with a force of F and friction is acting backwards. First of all, directly, why didn't you calculate the work done by this particular force? This force is a variable. What makes you say so? Yeah. Till when initially the friction acting on the plank is not mu n. This is not slipping initially, right? So friction ka value is changing. As k sin theta is changing, friction value is changing. When will it start slipping? When it reaches the maximum value. So this force is also a variable force. Now there's a headache for me now. The force is not a constant force. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
But then beauty is this plank is moving with uniform velocity. So net acceleration of this plank is
0.
Zero.
0.
so net force on the plank is
Cons.
0. If the plank is moving to the right, this force will do positive work, friction will do negative work, and both will be equivalent, opposite inside.
Opposite.
You
Yes,
mean to say these both will turn out to be 0. Work done by this force and work done by friction on capital M, sum of both will turn out to be 0. This point is the most crucial point which everybody should understand. Why are you not calculating this force? That force is a variable force. Right? It is moving slowly. That means work done by this force and friction put together. If the plank moved by x, work done by this force is referring to say dx. Work done by friction is referring to dx with a negative sign. Friction is equal to this force. So they both will cancel out. Now what is only leftover parameter is this, which will be equal to half kx naught squared. How do you want me to calculate this? Look at the beauty in it. Half k x naught square I will write as half k x naught into x naught. My answer is, are you able to see this part of the board? My answer for work done by friction is half k x naught square. Now this I will write as half k x naught into x naught. Am I permitted to do that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
sir.
K x naught I know, x naught I know. I substitute. Will I get my answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make a
The-
note of it.
So can we apply this only on the block, like work done by conservative plus non-conservative plus external? Can we apply this only on the
Anytime applied for whole of the system. Only for the block you can apply, not an issue. But then generally what happens is when two blocks are connected by a string, net work done by tension I am taking 0. अब ले सकते हो, ऐसा कोई दिक्कत है नहीं. Have a look. Is this part of the board visible? If I am pulling this with a force of F, if I take only work done on this, then consider even work done by tension. Can I apply work energy? Your question is, can I apply work energy theorem only to small m, one mass? You can. But then take work done by tension also into consideration.
Yes, sir.
So you will be uploading this on YouTube or it is already uploaded?
I remember having done this. I'll send you people the recording of this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So,
Hmm.
so kx not will equal to mu mg upon sine 30 plus mu cos 30, right? Not k cos 30.
My bad. Make this correction. Since
Yes, mu cos 30.
Yeah, this is mu cos 30. Make that correction. My bad. When is our next lecture?
So next week.
This week we don't have one more lecture.
Yes, sir.
In one way, that's a blessing in disguise. Neither do I want to start center of mass now. To finish both the assignments. Assignments will
Yes,
take
sir.
some time. First two assignments जैसे नहीं रहेंगे, थोड़ा tough रहेंगे. So this will consume some time. Give yourself wholeheartedly to this assignment and complete the assignment. Now, one more point that I want to confirm today. Some students sent me a message that the previous lecture they left late, so I started at 10 o'clock. Was it true that the previous lecture was left late?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like, so it took like 1
9:30
hour 45 minutes per class.
to
Like,
Sir, and it was
really-
very mentally exhausting, sir. It
yes,
was
sir.
a very,
9:30
very
till
dense
9:30,
class.
sir, took the lecture.
I can understand. If it is very exhausting, leave a message that it is very exhausting. Don't leave a message to me that the last lecture was left late. Right? Tell me the truth, I understand. Absolutely no issue. Mental exertion is quite straining. Right? Neither do I want to make it so heavy. Ultimately, learning process should be an enjoyable process. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the next class will take booklet holdouts and the two assignments.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Now
So-
listen, I'll make a small adjustment here. Thoda suniye sabhi. Don't run away. Listen. Now, other than my class, you will have a doubt lecture also next week, some or the other time.
Yes,
So
sir.
I
Yes,
would
sir,
suggest I will keep the booklet pending for that doubt lecture and assignment I'll discuss in the class.
So the paper doubts are also pending this Sunday paper.
Yes, sir.
Paper
PWD.
doubt in the doubt lecture, you can get it clear because the faculty will have access to the paper and its solutions also.
Okay, sir.
So,
Paper and booklet get it done with the in the doubt lecture. In the class, I will take up as these two assignments.
Sir.
So you can take doubts on Wednesdays. Doubt lecture is on Tuesday. PP sir's doubt lecture next Tuesday.
Right. Then in that case, Monday I'll have to start off center of mass.
Yes,
I will
sir.
not,
no problem.
without finishing the discussion of assignment, I'll not start center of mass. So Monday,
Sir.
come prepared for assignment 1. In the two assignments that I have given, assignment 1 ka discussion ke liye, come prepared.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. No problem.
so, so which board is it more difficult to score in, CBSE or HSC?
Both are easy to score nowadays. Once upon a time, CBSE was difficult. Now they are also giving Barbarke percentages. My board percentage in 12th, do you know?
No, sir.
66.6%.
Sorry, sir.
मैं मिठाई बांट रहा था, बहुत खुश था. There were 2 students in all of our batch who crossed 75% distinction. Right? We were very happy with 66%. Believe me. So now boards, now 66% is as good as a failure. Those days, pura school mein there were only 2 students in our batch who crossed 75%.
सर जो अभी जेई नहीं देने मिलेगा.
Right. So nowadays CBSE, HSC, all of them give good percentages. Only one difference. CBSE insists on few projects. CBSE का project work ये सब थोड़ा लंबा होता है. HSC will become easy.
Sir. Sir, were there negative markings in this TWT on Sunday for that integer type questions?
No, integer के लिए नहीं.
Sir, but they have
सर
given.
हाँ दिया है.
Yes, sir.
They have a
there is
huge
negative
loss. I
marking.
lost 50 marks in it, sir.
Instructions
Sir, they have
में दिया है
given.
कुछ. Did they
Yes,
Sir,
say?
sir.
दिया था नहीं था.
Plus
फिर
4
भी
नहीं
sir,
था.
they
No
have given.
negative
Zero.
marking.
और instructions में ऊपर था +4 -0.
हाँ.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
and
sir.
that's
Yes,
one
sir.
thing,
Negative
sir.
marks.
There were key corrections that were made in chemistry and maths. So now in the paper, it's reflecting that the new answers have been like applied, but the increase in marks is not reflecting.
Yes, sir, the
marks are
negative
negative.
Sir.
Sir, I'm supposed to get some
Shows
+10,
wrong.
which I have not got.
Today afternoon, I'll be in Andheri. I'll convey all these points to the management to make sure that they try to improve.
और उनने झूठ बोला था, उनने बोला
Sir,
10
हाँ
दिन का
sir,
टाइम
कुछ
दो.
improvement
Financial,
नहीं.
no, they are trying to get onto a new platform, which they told in 1 week it will be done, but not yet done. Today afternoon, I'll be there in Andheri. I'll try to follow up with that. In fact, that is essential for us also. Financial Pay getting proper analysis is very essential from our side as well. We also need it. Okay. I will follow up with this.
Thank you, sir.
See you people in the next class. Wish you all a happy weekend.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Bye, sir. Thank you.